Good morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, it's quarter end, month end, and we have a key USDA report today, and tomorrow's April Fool's Day. A lot coming together at the same time. We've seen a pretty big washout in all of our prices, especially led by soybean oil. Number one, liquidation of longs with improved global weather, lack of new China buying, and perception that this report's going to be bearish. We also note that the trade's concerned that the USDA will find stocks, maybe 50 million bushels of beans and 300 million bushels of corn above the average trade guess, as grain may not have been counted in December that was in transit. And with the export bean year kind of winding down, corn probably in place, we may find bushels on this report. The extra beans probably would be crushed, given good crush margins, but the extra corn may offer some continued resistance to the nearby corn market. Cash values remain strong domestically for both corn and beans, suggesting that there is still this tightness that the bulls are looking for to rally prices later on. Most people agree that now we'll trade weather, and our weather guy had a presentation yesterday in which he talked about how the next 10 days are going to be dry across the Midwest and warm. And some people will start thinking about a 2012 type year. He doesn't see that in the cards. He could see something like 1988, in which some dryness in the southeast and dryness in the northern plains could meet later in the crop year, which means corn crop should be okay, but the soybean crop may be under some kind of stress. He also thought that we might be getting into a period of multiple years here in the U.S. of drier and warmer than normal conditions. Something like the 80s, but more probably like the 1950s, but nothing as bad as the 1930s. We can't trade that right now, but certainly a lot of people are suggesting the end users take advantage of this washout and get some coverage for this year. We also note that Chinese crush margins have declined. Corn prices in China have also declined, with this large numbers coming in from import from the United States and other origins. We note that Brazil is still dry, which could affect their second corn crop, and the Argentina corn crop is lower, which could suggest that in the long term, Brazil could draw some Argentina corn, which would limit some of their exports globally. Wheat is wheat, and we're continuing to see mostly favorable conditions in the U.S. and parts of the Black Sea. We'll be watching some dryness in Europe and obviously some dryness in Canada and the Northern Plains to see if that impacts anything. So we'll see what the USDA has to say. 11 o'clock, we'll be a lot smarter than we are right now. We'll see how the market reacts, and we'll see if anybody wants to buy a bearish report going into the summer weather uncertainty. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.